Excuse me, that was so rude.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss out on our content, y'all.
And in today's video, wrong way,
dun.
we're actually doing a long-awaited review on the Kylie Cosmetics Eyeshadow, the Bronze palette.
The Bronze palette, yes. So let's just start off with getting our hands on this palette, you guys.
Rough struggle, you guys.
Oh my gosh, on the phone, on the computer, on her phone, on her...
Literally, we had like 3 different devices going at once, twice to try to get this palette, and every single time, and you know what's messed up because it leads you to the screen where you think like you're doing it, and you're putting in your payment information, and you're like, yes, and then it's like, psych.
But anyways, we got our
hands
on it, and it came in a few weeks ago, so we've been so excited to film this video for you guys. But just starting off with kind of our first impressions on when it came in the little packaging. It came in the black Kylie box, of course.
So chic and Instagrammable.
You guys, so amazing. And it came with that little really cute flip card that winks at you. If you guys want to see the packaging, we'll link our blog post down below.
Yeah, because I accidentally threw it away.
Yeah,
so
Jordan decided to clean the first time in her entire life.
But we're moving, so you can't blame me. But like, our blog post has
a whole
all of
other
that.
Story. So yeah, if you guys want to see the packaging, it will be linked down below.
So basically, it comes with, you know, and we'll show you close-ups, but it comes with 9 shadows, 7 mattes, 2 shimmers, and initially looking at the palette, I really love these colors and the whole color scheme.
Yeah, it's a really good like neutral palette, and it retails for only $42.99. So. That's pretty much under...
It's like under $5 a shadow. Which really, yeah, it sounds expensive. I know, we're like talking over each other. Sorry, you guys. But it sounds like it's expensive initially when you hear that price. But if you think about the way the price is broke down, it's really worth it. So, I guess we'll show you guys some swatches and tell you guys all about the colors. So the first color in the palette is called Jasper.
Jasper,
I
like Twilight.
Like Twilight, yes.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
So it actually kind of reminds me of Twilight because it's like a creamy neutral color. Yeah. I like this to put like, you know, all over the lid, on your brow bone to kind of highlight.
Yeah, so. It's a really good highlight color, but it's matte and it's really super pigmented and it doesn't have too much powdery fallout or anything like that. So it's a perfect color for, like Jordan said, in the inner corners, brow bone to really highlight and open up your eyes.
Exactly.
So the next color in the palette is actually called Quartz. And it's kind of a rose goldy champagne-y color. It's a really,
and it's one of the shimmers in the palette.
Yeah, it's one of the 2 shimmers in the palette. It's a beautiful color. It's super smooth and creamy, just like the first one, and it really doesn't have much fallout either, like you could see in the swatch. So that one's really great, and it's super pigmented. But yeah, it's just like.
Did you say this? I like that it's not like chunky glitter.
Yeah, it's like not a super glittery
shimmery
or
sheen.
foil or anything like that. Yeah, it's just a really nice sheen. So when you kind of are turning in the sun, it gives you a nice little sun-kissed moment there. So that one's a really, really beautiful color.
Okay, so the next shade in the palette is called Topaz, and this is basically a gray tone light brown color that's great to use as a contour to kind of give you some definition in your crease of your eye.
Yeah, and like Jordan said, it does have a little bit more of a gray tone to it, so you got to be careful with that about putting it everywhere because it is a really nice contour color. But the only thing with this one is I feel like this one was a little bit harder to blend out.
Yeah, it wasn't as blendable as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it almost kind of was a little, I feel like it went just a little bit patchy when you're kind of blending through it. So that's one thing, you kind of have to blend a little bit more, and it does have a little bit more fallout, but nothing you can't handle. So that's that one.
Okay, so the next shade is called Goldstone, and this is the second shimmer
this
color.
This one is actually one of my favorites in the entire palette.
I really love this color. It blends so well. It has nice pigment, and just like the other shimmer shadow, it's not too foily. It's not like
chunky glitter, too
which
sparkly.
I don't really like that. This just gives you a beautiful glow and intensifies your look.
Yeah, and I love it because it's just a really nice bronzy, almost lid shade. So, you know, gives you just a little bit extra. So that one is a beautiful color. The next one in the palette is Citrine, which is actually like a famous color now because ever since, you know, the whole orange trend has been coming out.
I feel like Jaclyn Hill is really the one who like really brought out the orange color.
So,
and I was so scared to use this color because I'm like, orange, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, orange, like that makes absolutely no sense. But we finally kind of understood why people love it so much because when you were actually using it to blend out your shadows, it kind of gives you like a tan.
Yeah, it gives you like this really beautiful warmth
and it's not
I never imagined that this color would create.
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
not
so glad.
Super orange. It really just is more of a background.
It's like a sunset, like the sunset type of color, you know?
And we're both wearing it right now, so you know, clearly it doesn't look like crazy and orange, but it's super pigmented and it has a little bit of powdery fallout, but again, it's nothing too much and it blends beautifully. beautifully.
It blends so beautifully.
And if you,
this is one of the shades that blends the best in my opinion in the palette.
Yeah, so if you like go a little bit too overboard with the color, just take a little bit of that and blend over it, and it's gonna really help it out. So that's what happened to me today. Anyways, the next color in the palette
is Tiger Eye.
Ooh, Tiger Eye.
Tiger Eye. And Tiger Eye is kind of a milk chocolate brown tone, and I really like this color too. It's my second favorite color in the palette. This one blends really, really well, which I love.
Yeah, this one is actually another really great transition shade too, if you kind of need something, you know, to put in your crease for a little bit of definition that's not too ashy toned, especially if you're a different, you know, skin tone. So that one's just a really good milk chocolatey color. Again, super pigmented.
That's like my go-to everyday kind of shadow color.
Kind of like your bronzer color, because I usually just use a bronzer to define my eyes, but ever since getting this one, I always use that one and a little bit of the orange behind it. But other than that, super pigmented, and since it is one of the darker colors in the palette, it is a little bit of fallout. It's a little bit of fallout. But other than that, it's really a great shadow.
So next is HEMATITE. Is that HEMATITE?
Hematite. I knew she was gonna get it. Okay, ready? So the next color in the palette is called Hematite. It is actually this brick kind of red brownie
really
color.
Unique color.
Yeah,
I like
it's really
it.
super unique, and that's actually what I like about the palette, because although they're just such basic neutral colors, I feel like they have certain tones in them that go together so well.
They do. The
that
whole
are so
palette
unique.
really complements each other.
So this one, like I said, it's kind of like a brick ready, chocolatey kind of vibe, and it's super, super pigmented. So you do have to be careful with this one too.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way with that one.
Yeah, but that one is a really beautiful color, and you can use so many ways to use it.
Okay, so next is Bronzite, and this is a really dark matte chocolate brown.
Yeah.
And I really like the color and I like the shade, but I will say that this is not very blendable. So you just need a tiny little bit and then keep going, add more as you go if you need to, but don't start off with a lot because you will have a little trouble, in our opinion. I don't know, I'm gonna use it a few more times to see, but that's what I've noticed.
Yeah, it's just, you have to just be really careful because it's so pigmented. Even if you just tap a little bit and go in, sometimes it can just be too much. So just be really careful about, you know, a little goes a long way, and just start by going little and like building up, you know, so that way you're not like putting too much color on. But other than that, it's a really nice shade.
So the final color in the palette is Obsidian, and it's a really nice matte black color. And what I like about this color is it's not super dark. A lot of people are saying that it's not black enough.
There's been a lot of people saying it's not that pigmented and it's not really quite black enough. But in my personal opinion, it actually is a very pigmented color. It's just more of a smoky black. And I think that's what she was going for.
That's what I think,
you know,
too.
I don't think she was going for something super harsh like a gel liner. I think she was going for like a smoky moment. So,
I like that smoky moment.
Like Jeffree Star, like I love you.
Smoky moment.
But other than that, love the color. It's super pigmented, and it actually doesn't have as much powdery fallout as some of the other darker shades in the palette, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, black usually has a lot of fallout.
Yeah,
so
or
I'm really careful with it.
Even a lot of times, like today, I did a little bit of a winged kind of liner with it, just slightly. And a lot of times, just anytime I'm using a black, I get so much fallout on my face. And honestly, I did not get like almost any fallout from that one. So that's pretty interesting. But I love that color, so it's a great one in the palette, I think.
Yeah, so overall, we really like this palette. Like I said, well, like we said, we've used it a few times. We actually are wearing both looks right now from the palette. And I think I'm gonna keep using it.
Oh yeah,
this is like, I think my new go-to because it's so compact. It has all the colors that we need.
Yeah, if you guys can't tell, I thought that it was going to be a lot bigger in a sense, but it's actually a really nice size. Because at first I was like, it's kind of like small. But then I realized just like being able to take it on the go with you, it has every color you would need. It has shimmers, it has mattes, it has everything that you absolutely need in it. So
yeah, and if you really think about it, you can use, what's this shade? Tiger Eye as a bronzer and Quartz as a highlight.
That's another thing that I was saying. I actually used a little bit of Quartz because I swatched it and it was kind of looked like a highlight color. So I put a little bit on and it looks so great. So definitely try that out if you guys haven't thought of that.
Yeah, so I would recommend getting this if you haven't already got it. I think it is worth it. I think it's worth the money. And we will be doing makeup tutorials on these looks, so look out for those. And if you guys have any specific requests,
especially since it's the fall time now and there's a little bit darker colors, leave them down below for you guys because we will make anything that you guys want to see.
Yeah, so I guess that's basically it for this video. We have a ton of videos coming up. We're moving in a week? By the time you guys see this, I guess we'll have a couple days left in Napa, which is completely crazy, but we're vlogging the entire everything that we're doing. So subscribe.
Definitely subscribe. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this, reviews. Definitely just let us know what you guys want to see.
Or yeah, if you guys have any new products that you want us to
try out
for you
guys,
let us know. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.